Hi, I'm Nicole and welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to come back and say I'm sorry that I haven't filmed in 6 months. I think the last video that I uploaded was maybe in August. So I think it's been about maybe 6 months since I have filmed. The reason for that is that I've been super busy, things have, come up, and also because my filming setup isn't the same as it used to be. I don't have the lights that I had in my apartment. I used to have a big vanity mirror with lights that reflected so I could easily see my makeup. Now I don't. There's a window right in front of me, so it's easier to film during the day, but I never have time during the day because I'm at work. But I try to film today because I had some free time. Honestly, I felt like I was filming in the dark. I like the way my eyeshadow turned out, to be honest, but I kind of didn't really finish the look because I was getting frustrated. I couldn't see anything and I couldn't blend anything either. But I did want to do a review on a palette that I recently picked up at Sephora. It's Violet Voss. This is actually the first time I've tried any of Violet Voss's products. This is my first Violet Voss eyeshadow palette. And here it is. I've used it a couple of times before this video and I really like the formula. It blends really nicely. Again, when you're going through this video, you're probably gonna be like, why is she taking so long? And that's because I couldn't see anything. I kept looking at the mirror and I need some kind of light in this situation so I can better present the products that I'm reviewing. But anyway, this is Violet Voss Very Burst. This honestly reminds me a lot of the Modern Renaissance palette. Actually all of the shades kind of remind me of the Modern Renaissance palette except for maybe this one and this one. These more kind of remind me of the other Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is the Soft Glam, which is my favorite palette. But let me show you what I mean. Obviously this palette has a lot more shades, but if you could see, like, it has the purple and the pink tones as well. So if you have the Modern Renaissance palette, I feel like this look is probably really achievable with the Modern Renaissance palette. But I wanted something that had neutrals in it, and this one just caught my eye, so I picked it up. And I really like the formula of these eyeshadows. But anyway, let me stop talking and continue with the video. Also, just one more review. I used the NYX Skinny Eye Marker in this video, and I'm not a big fan. I do winged eyeliner, I think, almost every day, and this was just really difficult to work with. The marker, I think that they were going for a more easier way to put on winged eyeliner, but I think it made it harder. I think I'm gonna stick to the Maybelline, what is this called? Master Precise liquid eyeliner, because that makes my eyeliner more precise. And also the Stila one. The Stila one's a little bit more expensive, but I really do enjoy that eyeliner as well. Anyway, my foundation, I'm using the Fenty foundation. I love it. I've been using it consistently since August, so that has two big thumbs up for me. It's a matte finish. I have a review on my channel for the Fenty foundation. I picked up like 3 Fenty products, but this is the one that I keep going back to. As for everything else, I didn't record me doing my mascara or my highlighter or my bronzer. I'm not wearing any blush because I kind of wanted to focus on the eyes today. So if you guys want to see how I get this look, this eyeshadow look, just keep on watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for still following me if you still follow me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! So I'm going to be starting off with my face, and I'm going to be moisturizing my face with my Shea Moisture Daily Hydration Face Lotion. I use the one that is coconut oil. It has coconut milk in it, and it's to soften and restore skin. I like this moisturizer because it's very thick and creamy, and I have very, very, very dry skin, so it helps me a lot, and it doesn't make me oily throughout the day. Okay, and for primer, I'm using the Master Prime Face Studio by Maybelline. I really like this primer. It reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's honestly, it feels the same, and it's a lot cheaper. I think it's like half price from the Smashbox primer. Okay, Okay, and for foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation, and I am in the shade 190. This is a soft matte long wearing foundation. As I said before, I really enjoy this foundation. It is one of my favorites, and I'm going to be using a beauty sponge to apply it. I use the Real Techniques beauty sponge. Alright, so now going in with the Violet Voss Very Burst palette. I'm going to be going in with that lightest shade. I'm sorry that like this eyeshadow palette doesn't have any names, so I'm gonna have to like kind of point at them and tell you what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be picking up my Sigma F63 brush. This is my favorite blending brush. I basically use it for everything. So basically I'm going to be taking that softer brown, the first one on the palette, and just placing it all over my lid as a base color. And then after, I'm going to kind of build up the 3 lightest shades that are on the top row of the Violet Voss palette. So once I am done blending out those 3 light brown shades that are on the top row of the palette, I'm going to go in with the lighter of the pink shades in the palette. And I'm going to be taking that same Sigma oh my god, I can't talk. I'm going to be taking that same Sigma F63 brush, and I'm going to be placing that just on the outer corners of my eye to create a smoky eye, so I can put in the shimmer shadow on the halo of my eye, because I'm going to be, it's kind of like a half cut crease, what I'm trying to achieve here. But again, I'm blending and blending and blending because I kept thinking that it looked kind of messy. So I kept going in with a clean eyeshadow brush just to make sure that everything was blending in seamlessly, but it took a while. Okay, so using that same eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go in with the darkest red. That really reminds me of Venetian Red from the Modern Renaissance palette. It's really pretty, and again, I really like the way these eyeshadows blend. But anyway, using that same Sigma F63, I'm going to be placing that right on top of the lighter brown, the lighter pink, or violet, I guess, and just to build up the intensity of the pinkish red. It's more of like a purpley red look, I think. So I'm just going to be placing that and just placing it on the outer corners of my eye, kind of taking it outside of my eyelid so I create that kind of smoky eye. And then I'm going to be taking a clean Sigma brush. I think it's an E38 brush. I can't see it, but it's just a clean blending brush. And I'm going to be cleaning up the edges of my eye just so it kind of looks like a sunset. That's what I like to compare it to. So it's kind of lighter where it's close to my eyebrows, and then darker close to my eyeliner line. Okay, so now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to be taking my Tarte concealer, and I'm just going to be placing that on a tiny Real Techniques brush. It's a detail brush, and I'm going to be placing that on the middle of my eyelids where I'm going to put on the shimmer shadow. This kind of helps prevent the shimmer shadow transfer on to all the work you've done with the other eyeshadows, so it's perfectly separated. I do think that when I don't put on the base of the concealer before I put on the shimmer shadows, they kind of blend in by the end of the day. It kind of depends on the eyeshadow you're wearing as well. For instance, when I wear my Kylie Jenner palettes, I do feel like my shimmer shadow is completely gone by the end of the day if I don't use this technique. If you want your eyeshadow to last and you want the shimmer shadow to kind of pop more, I would suggest doing this half cut crease before putting on your shimmer eyeshadow. It's just one more step in your makeup routine. Okay, so moving on, I sprayed my eyeshadow brush. This is a packing brush, by the way, with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to be using that pink shimmery shade, the lightest one in the palette. No, I'm sorry, it's the middle lightest one. There's kind of like a purple shimmery shade before it, but it has like tones of gold in it. It's super pretty, and I'm going to be placing that right on my inner crease. Okay, so just to make sure that everything's blended in nicely, again, I've said it a million times that I couldn't see, but I'm gonna go in with the lightest red shade in the palette, pinkish red shade, with my Sigma F63 once again, and I'm gonna be placing that just to blend in the shimmer shadows to matte shadows. And then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade and do the same thing, and kind of just place it in Windshield by Promotions on the outer corners of my eyes. I really hope this is making sense. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera, and now I'm going to be putting on some black eyeshadow as eyeliner on my waterline. Because the Violet Voss palette does not have a black shade in it, I'm going to be using Obsidian from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is in the Prison palette, but to be honest, any black eyeshadow would work. And if you are more comfortable with eyeliner pencils, that's fine too. I just prefer eyeshadows as eyeliners. I don't know why. And I use just a little fine tip brush to kind of outline my waterline because I like the way that smudges. Okay, so that is all for this video. I'm sorry that I was kind of shaky. I haven't done this in forever. I hope that with practice I'll get better. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys like these kinds of looks and these reviews, please let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.